How's it going, everybody? This is Rob Novakast, back with another video. With this one, we'll be reviewing the 2016's The Boy. This was directed by William Brent Bell and written by Stacy Memir, if I pronounced that correctly. Hopefully I did. Some of the cast was Lauren Cohan. You might remember her from The Walking Dead, as well as the very brief character from Destiny, Rupert Evans, James Russell, Jim Norton, Diane Hardcastle, Ben Robson, and Jet Kylan. Hopefully I pronounced that name correctly. This movie, I'm just gonna say, like, to some extent messed with my expectations a little bit, especially like with the climax of the film. But is it, and I will say it's one of those movies that it's a very slow burn till the very end, till it gets really crazy, and it plays with the idea of whether or not the doll in the film is possessed, or if there's something weird going on. I mean, to be fair, there is something weird going on with the doll, but not to the extent that it, for the entire movie, it plays it out to be. I will say that with this film, although being a kind of slow burn to the climax, there are some really creepy moments when it comes to what's going on. The characters played by Lauren Cohan and I believe Robert Evans, or better yet, Greta and Malcolm, where their dynamic was, interesting to say the least. The doll itself looks very, very creepy. I'll give it that. It kind of reminded me, though, I will say, thankfully, they didn't try to go over the top as they did in The Conjuring. As much as I love that film, they tried to make a really creepy doll to add to the creep factor. I mean, heck, it's a haunted it's a haunted doll. Why do you have to go overboard with how creepy it is? Plus, that's neither here nor there, and that's something I'll discuss in another review. But all in all, it was an interesting film, especially with, as things start to progress. You have the Gret character played by Lauren Cohan, who has to follow certain rules, and when she doesn't, things start getting weird in terms of the interactions with the doll. And I love that there's a moment where she tries to test it, including having one of the other character, Malcolm, played by Robert Evans, kind of testing to see if it actually moves on its own. And sure enough, it does. And they're kind of wondering what the heck's going on. This movie, I will say, in of itself, has its interesting points, or at least interesting moments, I should say. And it's just kind of weird moments. I will say that, just the bottom line, some of the music used is nice, to say the least. The dynamic, or at least the setup for the doll, of, following certain rules, and if you don't, then things happen, was an interesting, situation for a character to be in. The climax got me. I didn't expect it. And by the way, I want to point out too, I don't want to go too much into the climax, but I want to point out that all the crazy, like the really, really crazy stuff, happens near the last 20 minutes of the film. And I'm not kidding when I say that it's a slow burn till the very end. Because that last 20 minutes, it is just probably the more, like, I don't know if I can call it gut-wrenching or just some heart-pounding action when it comes to the last 20 minutes of the movie. So, all in all, this movie, I will say, was interesting, to say the least. I enjoyed it. When it needed to be calm and collective, it had its moments. When it had to be creepy, it had those moments. So, all in all, it was an interesting film, to say the least. Do I recommend it? I will say that maybe watch it once, and that's it. You might be intrigued by this experience that you've had to go through. So, all in all, go watch it. It's on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by to check out this video. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, as well as follow us on social media. Links are in the description. Check out gaming content from MJ, Aden, and Magi, as well as our daily content on the YouTube channel. Follow us on our podcast, which is 6 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. From everybody of Novakast, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.